All right, good morning, everybody. Here we go. Oh, look at that beautiful shot. Clear skies, Laguna Beach, surf and sand, a hotel camera. It is looking just gorgeous out there this morning, and the surf is up, almost coming up right up to, well, going past the rocks, which are usually in the open sand. 68 coastal, downtown Los Angeles, 73. San Fernando Valley up to 78. High Desert, 79. Inland Empire, 81. In Orange County Inland, 75 degrees. Frank and Jessica, back to you.
The polls are open across the state for a special
effort by Democrats registrar's office in Norwalk. Aaron, good morning.
Good morning to you both. If Prop 50 is approved, it could put more leaders, which are currently represented by Republicans, told he voted.
I don't write that other states like Texas, they're not giving their gender right, where the chance of voting on democratically, and we have the choice to.
This state measure would create a new congressional map that could potentially increase the number of seats in the U.S. House of Representatives by as many. California's current map was decided in an independent citizens commission, most of equal numbers of Democrats and Republicans, as well as 4 independents. The map is legislatively drawn with districts for favorites. If approved, it will be used temporarily through 2030. If the Democratic Party sees in the 2026 midterm election, it could shift the power in House, where Republicans currently have a 6-seat majority. Supporters say the measure is necessary to combat Texas red states drawing their own congressional maps to favor Republicans and President Trump, a process known as gerrymandering. We spoke with Paul Mitchell, who helped create the Prop 50 redistricting map, saying they were focused on 2 things.
Was keeping with California values, drawing a map that the legislature could support, potentially millions or tens of millions of voters in California could support.
Opponents of Prop 50 say it was written by politicians for politicians and that it dismantles safeguards that keep elections fair, calling it election rigging and California State Senator Tony Flynn is against Prop 50.
I believe that Texas gave Democrats an hour back in hand so they can predetermine elections. And in our Constitution said that no legislator only can draw this map. And if they want to right, they should have got the authority and then draw the map.
And President Trump is responding, posting on social media, saying the constitutional redistricting California is a giant. The entire process, in particular the voting itself, is rigged. All ballots where the Republican that shout is under very serious legal and review. Stay tuned. Though there is no evidence to President Trump. Now back here live, we have seen people voting in person, other than dropping off their ballot. The polls will be open until 8 o'clock tonight, and if you're in that ballot, it does need to be postmarked by today. From Norwalk, I'm Erin Myers. I'll send it back to you both in the studio.
LA is offering free rides today to get people to the polls. Rides start this morning through 3 a.m. tomorrow. Can use metro buses, trains, and bike share to get to polls to drop their ballots at the center. Ballot drop metro. agency's rider program is today.
State Appeals Court has struck down Huntington Beach's proposed ID law. The 4th District of Appeals violate state election, overturning a lower court decision. Voters approved the requirement last year, but California Attorney Monta and a Huntington Beach resident sued the city. In its opinion, the 3-judge panel did not address the question of whether voter ID policies prevent voter fraud. After the ruling, Huntington Beach officials say they are considering. The federal government shutdown temporarily halted the nation's largest food assistance program called SNAP.
To help feed those in need, local nonprofit groups are stepping up to fill the gaps. KTLADT live at the Dream Center in Echo Park with more on that. Alina, good morning.
Frank and Jess, good morning. That's right. This organization, they've been here for 30 years, so feeding Angelenos is nothing new, but they are essentially stepping up in a really big way in light of what's happening at the federal level. Now, take a look behind me here. You can see they are essentially putting food into boxes, getting ready for their morning delivery. Just yesterday, the Dream Center announcing its SNAP relief, essentially a promise to keep feeding Angelenos for as long as it takes. Now, I want to bring in back out here live. This is Donnie Ehrman. He is the Food Ministry Director. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
So can you explain to us essentially what SNAP relief means?
Yeah, SNAP relief, we see we're at a critical place in Los Angeles and, people are in need right now. So, we've been doing this for 30 plus years, but the new thing we're doing is we have 3 meals a day in the diner and we're open for our food pantry 5 days a week from 1 to 3 o'clock.
And not too long ago, well, rather 8 years ago, you were on the receiving end of this program. So you really understand what it takes and, why it's so important.
Yeah, 8 years ago, I was living in a Section 8 apartment. I'd been on food stamps for 10 years. I relied on them to pay my rent and eat. And, I think back, like, if I was in this position now, like, what would I do? It's very scary. I would look for a place like the Dream Center that is supporting so much every single day.
All right, Donnie, thank you so much and for all of your efforts here. Now, for the first time in the program's 6-decade history for SNAP, federal funding stopped on November 1st. The Trump administration initially said that it would keep benefits going, but only half the usual amount, using money from an agricultural department contingency fund that is roughly about $4.5 billion, which isn't enough for the full program to be funded. But new this morning, President Trump retracting that as well, announcing on Truth Social that SNAP food benefits will not be paid during the government shutdown, despite a court order directing his administration to do so. The president went on to say that payments will only resume once Democrats agree to pass a funding bill to reopen the government. Now, back out here live, if you want to find out more information on how you can be a part of the Dream Center's SNAP relief program, all the information is on their website, dreamcenter.org. Or if you would like to contribute to help them keep getting food out to Angelenos in need, they certainly do need volunteers and donations. I'm Lena Bevan reporting live here in Echo Park. We'll send it back to you in the studio.
All right, Alina, thank you for that. Orange County firefighters rescued 2 cats from a burning apartment building.
All right, buddy. We have 1 cat rescued if you want to start animal control.
This happened on October 22nd in Santa Ana, but body cam video was released yesterday. Neighbors called the Orange County Fire Authority to a 2nd-floor apartment fire on West Stevens Avenue around 3:30 in the afternoon. Firefighters quickly contained it. They prevented it from spreading to nearby apartments. No one was injured. Firefighters got those cats out of the burning apartment. The condition of the cats unknown. All in a day's work for those folks.
Yeah. Save cats.
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible. All right. Our weather's really clearing up quickly. Earlier this morning when we looked at the Mount Wilson shot, it was socked in. Now it's mostly clear skies. And look at the surf and sand shot from Laguna Beach. Absolutely beautiful. Clear skies. Great temperatures. Things will be warming up also over the weekend, even at the coastal areas. Temperature right now downtown 62. It's about 3 degrees cooler than it was yesterday at this time. And the winds 3 miles per hour. Our almanac right on track yesterday at 76 degrees. Seemed a lot warmer if you're on the sunny side of things. 97 degrees. That was the record set in 2010. Air quality alert continues until midnight tonight. And then after that should be expiring. You can see the marine layer. This is how it's looking. Still some areas with a little bit of